Hello my fellow gamers and welcome to round 2 of Group A's YouTuber tournament using the Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires. Like I said, I am literally just going to change that title every time I do it. So this one's going to be an exciting round. Round 2, we have the first round, which is myself, the Dark Elves, versus the Gobbo King using the Dwarfs. And I just thought how ironic it is that the Gobbo King's using Dwarfs. So where's my army? I'm being all sneaky like. So we have 5 units, I believe, of the executioners. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is it 4? 4 is 5. No, yeah, there's 5. I can't count. We've got 5 units of executioners. We have a 1 Dreadlord of the Sword and Shield. We have the Sorceress of Shadow. We have 2 units of Dark Shards, I believe it is. Yes, it is. Fantastic. So that's my infantry group there. And then hidden in the other woods over here, we have 2 units of the Code 1 Knights. And I believe over here, hidden away right in the corner, we have a unit of Dark Riders. Because I wasn't sure if he's going to bring artillery or not. So that is my army. Quite similar as you can see from the first one, actually. I didn't want to stray too much from that because I won the last game. So, you know, wanted to stick with it. What's Gobbo King got? Well, he's got the Brimstone Gun Gyrocopters. He's got Bugman Rangers, I believe there's 2 of them, 1 there and 1 here. He's also got some Longbeards of Great Weapons, and I believe that's Longbeards of Great Weapons. Yes, it is. He loves symmetry. He's got 2 units of Miners of Blasting Chargers. He's got the Grumbling Guard that are Longbeards of Great Weapons. He has the Peak Gate Guard, which are Hammerers. He's got the Dragonback Slayers, the Dwarf Warriors of Great Weapons, a Runesmith, good old Balagar Iron Hammer, and a Fane to go with it. So what was great about this is because of this setup, because we knew which maps we were going to use for round 1 to 5, and all the maps are all, you know, the same. So everyone that's playing round 2 would play on this map. So what he didn't want was, if he was artillery, he didn't want to deploy on this side because he wouldn't really be able to use it. So, but even if he had artillery, I'm using the woods as cover, and he doesn't actually know what I've got yet. He's yet to see it, which is great. And my Dark Riders, he does see them, but we both understand they're not really a threat because they're just for artillery, and there is no artillery. So we're going to normal speed now. As you can see, I'm now coming out of the woods. He's had to back right off because he needs to know what I've got, what formation, and how to go. So he's just getting himself into position. We'll fast forward a bit. I noticed that these guys are marching out, so my Code 1 start coming out, and these guys are the Dark Shards are taking out. They've got helicopters there. As you can see, we are taking some damage because they don't have shields, these guys. They've got good armor, but no shields, so they are just taking that foot in the face right now. The cavalry is coming out to try and get that, so he starts moving his position forward. Now he's realising how it's all going down. Of course, my Dark Riders sat at the back, kind of waiting for the right time. Executioners are moving off to that flank there because I thought there'd be more use there. While he does this, the Peak Guard are going to move into a flanking position here while my main line strikes straight down the centre. There we go. See, I'm just kind of taunting him, getting these guys to run around. I've got my Dark Riders are just my Code 1 Knights charging into here. Made sense just to try and charge in, do a lot of damage, get out of there. But unfortunately, the Dragonback Slayers are getting in there. Runesmith dropping his stuff. They're trying to get out of there. We're now charging in here. Blasting charges going down. And I just need to slow this down because you see... Oh, that's a lot of blastings. You see this beautiful line here. Right. I do a massive misclick in a minute. It's... As soon as I done it, I nearly cried. It was quite bad. Here we go. Now, I actually told that to go there to there. Clicked it, it then went like that and went okay and done it, and there was no way I could cancel it. So we're going to see a pendulum come down and do absolutely nothing. Painful. That was meant to go along that whole front line, which would have done so much damage. So the executioners are taking those guys, and these blasting charges are a real pain. This is what my cavalry should have gone for. In hindsight, seeing that these guys should be charging the miners, and I know that in case I ever meet them again. Murderous Power's been, as you can see, these guys are trying to fall back, and we're getting a good surround on here. I am blobbing up here a bit too much. I don't like it. The Sorceress is trying to help. These guys are trying to destroy the Bugman's Rangers, but apparently they can outshoot us quite a bit. which isn't great. The Runesmith, and you see these guys, the Longbeards, they're just trying to hold these guys, the cavalry. I'm trying to do some cycle charges to get rid of them. They're slowly starting to break, but you can see the Dwarfs in the centre are starting to break. So I had high hopes. I mean, it don't matter that these guys are broken. The Dreadlord's trying to hold there, but I've kind of blobbed up here. As you can see, there's people at the back not really doing anything. There goes Murder's Prowess has now activated, and but you can see that there is not much left on the time compared to my first game. This is incredibly quick. These guys are now rallied, but you can see that he's just charging his miners across to try and do as much damage to those guys as he can. He's trying to take out the Sorceress, the Fane. As you can see, these guys are starting to break, but the Hammerers, the Peak Gate Guard, are not going to break anytime soon. Got the Executioners are now getting the Oxmart Mind Razor to try and cut through those guys, which is good. But these guys, he's getting picked on. He's getting picked on bad. My cavalry's kind of just rampaging, and he's got all these forces left here. Here comes the Bugman Rangers. I try to do as much damage as I could, but I could just feel that I didn't know how I thought. At this point, I thought I was doing quite well. You know, I'm getting a surround and the Grumbling Guard, but he does have bombs he's dropping, apparently. Didn't know they could drop bombs. The Sorceress is going to try and get them to get rid of him, but as you can see, this group has suddenly just given up. The Hammers are smashing through them all of a sudden. That's probably because I fell back. These guys are rallying, but as you can see, these guys are starting to run now. The Cavalry is coming in to try and help the Dreadlord, but he's got two of the Dwarf Lords after him, which isn't great. And you can see, even though we're doing well, now it's kind of having a knock-on effect. As he breaks, charges them, you can see their morale is just dropping. And these guys are getting shot in the back, which is messing up their morale. Because they're going, their morale starts dropping, which isn't great. The Dreadlord's morale is starting to drop. The Sorcerer's not quite sure where to go. And suddenly, look at this, look at this. See that leadership just suddenly disappear. Boom. Gone. Everything in my army just disappeared. Which I've never actually seen that, where it's just suddenly you just see the whole army go. It was insane. So, not great. Gobbo King wins that round, which is a real shame. But I don't mind. I got a win. You know, if I can get one win in this tournament, I'll be happy. So, and I've got that. So, you know, it's all just for good fun now. Gobbo King is a far superior player than I am. There's no doubt about that. So let's go over the stats. My Dark Lord got 23. The Sorcerer's got no kills, and she faffed up her only job, which was to do that pendulum. So, absolutely gutted about that. You've then got the Executioners. You can see did really good. 37, 22, 86 kills there. 46, 15. The Dark Shards didn't do great. 17, 11. The Dark Riders got 10, which isn't bad. And as you see, the Cold One Knights really just didn't do it. 19 kills between them both. Really not. I mean, you can see he still had so much stuff left. His Balagor got 9 kills. The Runesmith 0, but that's fine because he's there to buff, not to do direct damage. You got the Fane there of 10. Miners, 42 kills. That would have been all the blasting charges. 3 kills for him. Then got the Dwarf Lords, a great weapons, got 19 kills. The Longbeards got 14 and 36. The Grumbling Guard got 54. Absolutely amazing, as you imagine. The Dragonback Slayers got 40 kills. That was mostly cavalry they were going for. The Peak Gate Guard, which I would say was his man of the match, it got 84 kills there. Bugman's Rangers did a really good job of 31, 40. And of course the Helicopters got 30. So that's the second round for me and the Gobbo King. We'll now jump across to the other side of the battle where we've got... I'm just trying to find the name. There we go. We've got Jenna on occasion, who's got Bretonnia, against Dr. Shill with the Lizardmen. So I'll see you there. So here we go with the Dr. Shill against Jenna on occasion. You can see it is the same map. So Dr. Shill is deploying the Lizardmen on the same side that I deployed, and Jenna on occasion is going on the side of the Gobbo King. So let's have a look at what Dr. Shill has brought. 1, 2, 3, 4 units of Temple Guard. That's insane. Let's just look at the numbers. 375 Lizardmen to 1,203 Bretonnia. We'll leave it at that. So 4 units of Temple Guard. We have a Skink Priest of Beasts flying there. Looking very elegant. Do these guys follow you like the Griffins and that do? I don't think they do. They really just don't care. We also have Crocscar, as you can imagine, on his big beastie there, who's warped with a tree. Very nice. We also have a Scar veteran on his T-Rex as well. They can Carnosaur. I should probably use the proper term, but I don't want to. And I believe we've got some units hidden over here, have we? We have. We've got some Cold One Spear Riders. Ah, there's 2 of them. Fantastic. So he's got a good cavalry force. Pretty much the same setup I had, but his line's so big it won't fit in the trees. But yeah, he's kind of doing the similar deployment, which at least reinforces that I did the right thing. So this is Janet's army, and look at the size of it by comparison. So we've got here 2 units of peasant mobs. We've got men-at-arms there, and I believe that'll be the same. Yep, what have we got here? Men-at-arms at the front. And at the back, we've got foot squires. 1, 2, 3, 4. Is that one as well? Yep, so 5 units of foot squires, 2 units of men-at-arms, 2 units of peasants. We also have the Grail guy there. That's the dead horse thing. We've got 2 units of peasant bowmen. Sorry, 3 units of peasant bowmen. A damsel of life. We've got that guy. I'm not going to try and pronounce that. We've then also got 2 units of Pegasus Knights. I believe that is everything. I don't see any red dots on the map. Nope. So we may begin the battle. Now, this will be a very interesting one to see something that's all about hit and run tactics and cheap infantry against such an elite Lizardmen army. It's going to be a good one. It's going to be violent. So I can see these guys getting a lot of kills. So here we go. The main battle line is drawing closer. As you can see, suddenly more guys are getting revealed to him. As you can see, he's going to have this beautiful flank charge. But look, these guys are just against peasant guys. This is going to hurt as well. The peasant mobs, archers are shooting in. There you go. He didn't even know that was there because they're running to the combat and he just charged in and gobbed a load of them. They're being taken down quite nicely. There is the... Oh, what is that spell called? I cannot... It's like Doom from Below, something like that. Overgrowth. I can't remember. It's the horrible one. The Code 1 Riders have gone and got a beautiful charge on here. The Pegasus Knights are trying to get in there to try and support this group. But look at this. They kind of went all a bit funny because... I mean, where are they going? Who knows? It's because they kind of split up here. Croxgar is now getting in there. And it's Dreaders from below. Got it. Dreaders from below. Is it? The damsel makes a run for it. The foot squires are trying to tackle that one. Archers are trying to take this one. As you can see, they're doing quite a bit of damage on that old scar there. Very nice bit of damage. These guys, as you can see, because he's focused on the bigger guy, the temple guard again behind them, and just cutting them up from behind, which is not pleasant to see. A lot of guys are, but look, they're now getting into the back lines and dealing with all the guys that are breaking, as well as all the archers. Pegasus Knights trying to get themselves in a position where they can then do more cycle charges. The Code One, we got a Flock of Doom coming down now. Also got his general is getting in there to try and do some serious damage on the charge. As you see, they're just doing cycle charges. It's trying to do as much as they can. But if these guys, there you go, they're jumping in now. But half of them don't seem to actually hit. They just go around him, which is a bit odd. The archers are trying to get themselves in a better position. There goes the Lord in there, and let's see how much damage he does. Nice bit of damage when you think that was just on the charge there. And there his Sword Scar veteran over there. These guys are fine. The archers, that is not going to last long. These guys, the foot squires, and the... I believe that's just 2 units of foot squires against 1 unit of temple guard. And they seem to be struggling, which is a bit concerning. If they struggle, I'm not quite sure what Bretonnia can do about it. Here comes the Skink Priest now, just to kind of give his support. In the centre here, they have kind of beaten the temple guard. They're kind of just cleaning up shop now, which is fantastic. That's 2 more units of foot squires they can do, though. I can't see this one doing much, based on the health that's left. You see this cycle charge, and he's now got the Skink Priest in to try and mess them up. The Grail is getting attacked by the Cold Ones here. This is an epic battle right here. I mean, he's a raptor, they're a lizard that's bred to kill with a spear and all his armour, and these guys are holding a dead horse's skull. This is the stuff of legend. So as you can see, this flank is being tidied up really nicely by Dr. Shill here, as Janet desperately tries to get any sort of reinforcement he can in, but it's just these 2 hard hitters at the back, and the Code 1 Riders is going to be a real problem for them. These foot squires are now free and are going to try and get in there. As you can see though, these temple guard are cleaning this flank up as well. So, and there's a group of temple guards kind of running off there. He's having a good time over there. The Pegasus is trying to take out the Skink Priest, which is a good idea. As you can see, look at this guy, he's taking so much damage. The Lord's taking so much damage. He's probably going to fall very shortly. But we do have Bretonnia is now rallying. They're trying to get their group together. But Wage one on this flank and this flank, Dr. Shill will now be able to focus in the centre here on this big blob that is gathering. The archers are trying to get in. Sword Scar veteran is chasing down the guys that are running. Croxguard's just getting involved now. As you can see, the Air Force has dealt with his WOM Air Force, which is down there. You've seen his lovely conga line of Saurus Warriors, the Temple Guard, sorry, going in. Got some foot squires, but there's only 20 of them badly hurt, and there's another group there. They're broken. I can't see that going well. So these guys are all going to try and focus on Croxgar, try and destroy his leadership. That is, I believe, his best chance here. What are the numbers looking like? It's still quite balanced, 143 to 479. So Dr. Shill has definitely been a lot more efficient regarding stuff, but as you can see, stuff is starting to break. The Grail is running away now. Apparently that won't help against T-Rex. There's the second one now. He's keeping them paired up now, which is going to make it really difficult for Jan on occasion to use his character to get Lord to get in there and finish these. As you can see, these guys are trying to finish the Temple Guard off, and then they might be able to finish on that Temple Guard and just finish it piecemeal as it comes in. But I don't think there's going to be enough because there's only a minute and a half on the clock left, and these two are absolutely... I mean, this Scar Veteran has barely taken any damage whatsoever. As you can see, he's trying to make a run for it now. He hasn't got much health left. How much health has he got? 921. That is not much. The Pegasus are starting to waver. They've shattered, so it's not looking too good over there. And as you can see, they are now starting to break in the middle as well. They do not believe in this fight any longer, and don't think that Jeddick can save them. More Pegasus being shot out of the air there by the hand of gods, I believe. The Grail is back. The Dams are trying to support. I mean, you've got these Cold One Spear ones. I could be charging in, but I think Dr. Shill is so focused on the bigger guys that he's kind of forgotten that he's got these Spear Riders here. Here's some more Temple Guard coming in, and that's all Janet needs right now is more Temple Guard. He can't deal with what's already here. He's trying to get Crossgar, but I just don't think it's going to work. He's going to probably get some good hits on him, and that might be enough to take him down. Yeah, as you can see, most of the infantry now are breaking. Here comes the second one. This is what he was waiting for. Dr. Shill was waiting for him to get down, and there you go. He is now started to waver, and I think he is now broken. And you see the rest of the army is giving up on the fight now. The archers are doing a few pot shots to cover the retreat, but unfortunately, I think it's too little too late. The Lizardmen now own the centre very comfortably here. There's just not enough armour piercing. There's not enough damage on Janet's side to be able to hold this, and I think that is game for Dr. Shill. There we go, a Lizardman victory. So as you can see, really it is like the two opposites, a small, really powerful elite against a very fast moving, numerous force, and unfortunately they just did not have the power to smash through the tough Temple Guard, and just those Carnosaurs are just so painful. So we'll go over Dr. Shill's 90 kills there. The King Priest didn't get any, but he done a lot of damage of the Flocks of Doom. The Scar Veteran got 66, and look at this, 231 kills from one unit of Temple Guard. Another one got 72, 62, 136, and you see the Code 1 Spears did quite good at 46 and 42. They were more there for harassment and to cause problems. They did get bogged down midway through in a big fight in the middle. They should have pulled back and done more hit and runs, but I mean, I'm sure it was all calculated by Dr. Shill because the Temple Guard were dealing with other things. As soon as the Temple Guard got in, the Cold Ones got out. So very good there. If we look at Jan on occasion, his Lord only got 19 kills. The Damsel of Life got a kill. Impressive. The Peasant Mobs, unfortunately, 2 kills between them. They just got walked over. I think he was expecting skinks, and there was a single skink, and he was flying, so I don't think that counts. The Man at Arms, only 6, 4, and 0 kills. The Grail, as you can imagine, didn't get any kills because he's not expected to. The Foot Squires did a lot better, to be honest. 41, respectable 71 kills. When you think that's all Temple Guard as well. 60 kills and 15-15. The Archers, 2 kills between 3 units. I think they were mainly shooting at the bigger guys to try and take them out. And of course, finally, the Pegasus Knights have only 7 or 8 kills. So as you can see, even though he's more numerous, a lot of the stuff, I mean, the Foot Squires did really good, but the rest of the stuff just seemed, based on kills, to fall short on that, which is really, really unfortunate. So there you go. That is General Occasion's first game. Not a great start, but again, the first game's always the hardest. Dr. Shill's already played a game, so he's probably eased up. His nerves aren't so bad. But General Occasion, that was his first go, and you know, it's a difficult map as well. It's an interesting map, and to have to go against Lizardmen as well, it was a very difficult game for Bretonnia to play. So now, if I do my special effects right, it should now come out of a lovely background on the scorecard, where we're going to show you a sum up for this episode, and all future episodes will end with this. Not much point doing in the first episode, but how everyone is positioned and how everyone's doing overall. So as you can see at the top there, we have the Gobbo King, who has played and won both of his games. You then have myself, who's played 2 and won 1 and lost 1. And then below that, you have Dr. Shill, again, played 2, won 1, lost 1. And then tied for last place is Jan on occasion and Lord Sotek, who have both played 1 and lost 1. But let's not forget, they've only both played 1 each. So the score, let's face it, they're going to be at the bottom until their numbers kind of even up. And it will only be at the end where you have a true picture of how everyone's doing. So you might be wondering, it's a good time to explain us, why am I above Dr. Shill if we've got the exact same score and Jenna and Lawmaster of Sotek has the same score and they're equal? The reason is, if there's any ties, then the tiebreak is decided by if you've played that player already. So because I played against Dr. Shill in the first game and won, that means if me and Dr. Shill at any point are equal on points, I will count as ahead of him. So that's why I'm in second place. Dr. Shill is in third, is because we've got equal points. So the system goes, well, who won in your game? Well, I beat Dr. Shill. Right, so you are above him. You're higher position than him. So that explains what that is. So round 3, guys, for Group A is Gobbo King versus Jenna on occasion. So that's the Dwarfs against Bretonnia. I look forward to see what Bretonnia can do against that, because Dwarfs don't budge, and I don't know how Cavalry Charge is going to do against that, so it'll be interesting to see. And the next game as well would be myself against Lawmaster Sotek, who'll be using Beastmen, so that is Dark Elves versus Beastmen, and oh good grief, it is one of my best games ever. It is insane the amount of micro we both use, and it's just insane. It is down to the wire, so it is a must-see. I'm not going to spoil it in this video. You've got to go and watch it, which will be up tomorrow. So that will be round 3. And I'm also getting the replays together to get Group B round 1 together. That should be coming in tonight. So that probably, to be honest, based on recording time, editing, uploading, Group B round 1 will be on tomorrow with Group A's round 3. So, yeah, okay then. So that'll be 4 battles, hopefully, tomorrow, all things going well. Thank you all for joining me. If you haven't subbed already, please do so. And, of course, check out the links in the description of the other YouTubers that have taken part in this video. They're all uploading their battles as well. I know Dr. Shill and Jen on occasion have both got this battle on their channels. So go check that out, because they go into greater detail about what they were doing and why. And don't forget to subscribe so you get all the updates when it comes in. Because I'm up 90 now. I'm at 90 subs. Way! 10 more to go. I'd love to reach 100 subs, or over 100 subs, by the end of this tournament. No pressure. But it'd be fantastic if you guys to join me. I'll see you tomorrow for round 3 of Group A, and hopefully round 1 of Group B, and get that underway. Thank you all for joining me. I hope to see you next time. Till then, take care.